What is going on, everyone? Anthony Drew Gary here, host of the How To Show, where we talk about optimizing life, money, and happiness one how-to at a time. So last night was Halloween, and if you're anywhere in the Midwest or anywhere near me, it was darn cold outside. We still went out and we trick-or-treated, but it was funny. Halloween dressed up as Christmas this year for Halloween, and so with that being said, most people will argue with me, but the Christmas season is upon us, and we're going to talk today about how to get taxed less on your Christmas bonus. Let's say you work for a company and they pay out bonuses at the end of the year, or maybe you have some sort of target earnings that gets paid out at the end of the year, or maybe you just find yourself in a situation where you work for somebody with a good case of generosity and they give you a little bit of an incentive at the end of the year as a way to say a job well done throughout the year. So generally speaking, I want to talk to the fact that there is a misconception with how bonuses are taxed. And so the title, How to Get Taxed Less on Your Bonus, is a little bit of a misnomer, maybe a little bit of a clickbait, but an opportunity to direct attention to something that is largely misunderstood. And so, when you get a bonus, if you are working for an employer and they withhold your taxes on your behalf, generally speaking, you'll see that bonuses are what feels like taxed higher than your normal income is. And so let's say if they take out some small percentage of your income on a normal basis, when you get a bonus, you realize that almost half of it's gone because most companies, right, wrong, or indifferent, operate using some sort of a payroll solution or a payroll software that takes roughly 40% of your bonus and socks it away for taxes. And so really, there's only a couple of ways to think about this and maybe potentially get out in front of it, and it all comes back to having a conversation with human resources. If you're somebody that has a good idea of what your situation looks like from an income and a tax standpoint, what you can do is you can go back and you can look at your tax returns from the previous year, maybe the previous 2 years, and you can search in your 1040 document for your effective tax rate. And if this number is somewhere less than 40%, which for the bulk of people watching this video, it will be, you may have an opportunity to make a compelling case to your HR department that says, hey, listen, I know you guys typically tax our bonuses at 40%, but that's just not the reality for the situation I'm in. Is there some sort of solution that we can get my bonuses taxed at a lower rate so that I'm not being withheld artificially high until I get it back in a couple of months when I file my taxes? Because essentially that's giving the government a loan that's interest-free. And as we know in our current day and age, the government isn't giving you a loan interest-free, so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for you to give the government a loan interest-free. Just things to think about there. And so really, again, it's a conversation with your human resources department to find out, is there some way that I can either structure my bonus such that it doesn't get taxed as heavily, or maybe there's a solution where some extra dollars get thrown into my 401k to start to offset that a little bit. A lot of different conversations can be had if you have the courage to ask. And generally speaking, if you don't ask, the answer is always no. So, wanted to make this video as we approach the holiday season. Hopefully, if this is a situation you can find yourself in, you can therefore set up a scenario where it's the most beneficial and advantageous to you. That's going to bring this episode of the show to a close. Hopefully you're getting some value out of this. If you know somebody that's in this world that does not know why they keep getting taxed extra large on their bonuses because there's a little bit of a misnomer here, share this video with them. Let them know that this is information that is out there. It is applicable, and ultimately you can find yourself in a better situation. If you are looking to transact real estate in the Indianapolis market, I can help you with that. Get in touch with me in the comments or at IndyDwell.com. And as always, you can get in touch with me in the comments if you have any feedback on this episode, any other episodes, or you have ideas for future topics for me to cover. I love engaging with you there. Feel free to leave me a line. I'll make sure I respond to you. Until next time, this is Anthony Drew Gary, host of The How To Show, signing off.